Hey friends, welcome back to So Sweet. I'm Leslie and this is my garden. I am gardening in zone 7A in Utah. So today we're gonna get a garden tour and hopefully we'll make it through before a thunderstorm hits because it's getting dark. We have a severe thunderstorm warning, so we'll see if that even happens. It's one of those things here in Utah. Happens, it doesn't happen, the weather's tricky. So right here, I have glass gem corn, and I got the seeds from Baker Creek. Now this corn took a lot longer than my other patch to get up and going, and it's not doing as well as my volunteer corn, which you'll see. I finally have a sunflower. And right here I have beets, and then I have peppers. This one's looking a bit rough. He fell off. Better get him. They should be cayenne peppers unless I marked it wrong when I was starting my seeds. We'll see. I have carrots all in here and down, and I have weeds. That's fun. I have a mammoth sunflower, and underneath it I have ground cherries. Now here in the back, that was these right here. That was Paris Island lettuce, and some of it's going to seed. I was gonna take some of it out because I won't need that many seeds, and that's precious space. So once I get to that, I'll end up taking that out and growing something else because we still have some time. See this? This is my volunteer corn. I kind of decided to just let it do its thing, but it's so crazy to me because I have two other small corn patches. None of them are this tall, and I don't have them growing like that. There's probably more than 7. We might have 10 stalks in there. And so, you know, in my head I'd think, well, there's so many taking energy and nutrients and everything from that one spot in the dirt that they'd struggle. But it's doing better than all my other corn, which I, spaced out. Who knows? When it's a volunteer, they just seem to be stronger and better. So right here I have cucumber plants. I have 4 technically, and then back here, so I needed to get my corn or my carrots out, and now I can't see so much. It's so hard to see back here because of all these plants that I have. Basil back here. Once I get these carrots out, the basil will get a lot more sun. And then back here, right here, I have sugar rush peach pepper plants. So I'm waiting. I'm excited for those. So I bought tons of pepper seeds, and I was gonna have all the making and fixings for salsa, but it wasn't a good year for my peppers. I need to learn how to grow them from seed a lot better. I think it needed to be a lot warmer than it was in my greenhouse, but I mean, you live, you learn. Back here, all of these things, these are ground cherries. Let's see, there's one. And then I have calendula, which I need to come and deadhead, and I need to come and harvest all the flowers off of it, because that's why I planted it, was so that I could make calendula salve. It's also cute too, but this right here is when your carrot goes to seed. Now I'm pretty sure my carrots shouldn't have gone to seed because it's the first year I've grown those carrots. I planted them from seed, and I'm pretty sure carrots are supposed to grow the seed flower and grow seeds by year 2. I have more beets and a whole lot of weeds. I didn't get to weed this area, but I figured other spots were more important. This is my other mammoth sunflower. This one is so happy and so tall. It's doing really well. When my kids come and stand next to it, I tell them this sunflower is 2 of them, my oldest kids. So now I have in here, these are tomatillos. They're all over in here. And I'm excited to make stuff with them. I've never cooked with the tomatillo, but I like tomatillo things. So I also have onions, and I think a cat has been back here and just squashed them all, which is upsetting, but I'm gonna get these pulled soon. I've got a variegated nasturtium. It's really small. Hopefully it will grow and take off, but if it doesn't, it is in a shady area. Could be the reason why. I have a sugar baby watermelon, and we have at least 1 little watermelon on it. At least 1. We'll see. Hopefully there's more and we can't see them, but my kids are beyond excited for the watermelon. Over here, growing on the trellis, this is pole bean. I don't even know how many I got planted. It's growing like crazy. We're already almost to here. But my hope is it goes the full way of the trellis, because I would love to see this just covered in green. We'll see. This is my nasturtium. I believe this one is supposed to be a trailing nasturtium. That my sister had the seeds from Baker Creek for that, and I was hoping, since it says trailing, that it would come all the way across the front of this, because these are my favorite leaves. They're so cute. But I might have mixed them with my, I believe I got the Alaskan red nasturtium. I don't know. I could have mixed it with my just bushy nasturtium. Might be my fault. We'll see if it trails. Here is my other corn patch. This is also glass gem corn. I really wanted to grow golden sweet corn, but it was really hard to find seeds for a long time. And then as I was setting the garden up, I just didn't have enough time, because this was a lot of work. So I have poppies. They're kind of trailing off a bit. This one dried up. The fun thing about poppies is if you break it, you can shake out, even if you don't break it, you can shake out all the little seeds. Let's see. See, that has openings, little windows. And if I were to turn it, oh, there goes all the tiny, tiny seeds. And then I always just break it to get any more out. Now, I do not know what this is. I have no idea. It's got, it looks like it's gonna have like 4 different heads. I thought, I don't know what it is. Probably a weed. We'll just let it grow. So we'll see what it is. I have no idea. I've got more onions. It's about time to pull them out of the ground, I think. kind of got them planted late. This is another pole bean. My son planted this one. The bottom looks super rough, but it's still surviving, so you know, hopefully we'll get something good out of it. Right here, when I planted my cucumbers, I don't know what happened. They didn't come up for a really long time, but this, I had planted cucamelons, or Mexican sour gherkins, and they didn't come up. I replanted them, and that's one. And here's another one. And here's another one. And so I didn't pull weeds here for a little while because I did not want to pull my new sprouts. Now these, I had these planted in here last year. I only had a couple plants. The seeds fell and they replanted themselves. So volunteer plants, which I love. Here we have another nasturtium. It seems like it's been doing a little rough. I need to come and amend the bed. Now this is a cantaloupe. It reseeded and replanted from last year. And my goal is to get it to grow up this trellis. And I have 2 of them here. And then I have 3 more ground cherry plants right here. This one, once it falls and hits the ground, it's ready to eat. We got a couple in there like that. Now this is my tomato area. I was gonna say 20 tomatoes on each cattle panel, and I have 3 of them, so I have 60 tomato plants. So I planted, I believe, 11 varieties, and you can see these ones are Romas. Here's my Dr. Witchy. I'm almost gonna have my first one, and I'm super excited because I hear everybody talk about how good it is. I've got Brad's Atomic Grape. These are Tommy Toes. And then in here I have Purple Russian. Now my Purple Russian has seemed kind of rough this year. You can see it's all curled. I have 3 of them. And so far I've had to pull 2 of them off that have just split and had bugs in them. So hopefully they won't split anymore. Splitting usually happens, well, I think it always happens if you have uneven watering. So I've been watering like I normally do, but here and there we've had kind of like freak rainstorms where it pours on us and then it's gone. So that's probably why they've been splitting. I have more Romas. I have 3 of them over here on this side. They're growing through and getting my other tomatoes, but what can you do? And then over here I've got, these are called Isis Candy. I think they're gonna be changing the name to just like candy, but I don't know for sure. That's what I hear. That's the rumor. I've got in here, I've got Kellogg's Breakfast and Paul Robeson. And then over there I have Brandywine Blueberries, which I'm really excited for that one. And then I have a couple more and I can't think of them. I'll have to read I did a diagram of the garden and I drew out where I planted each thing so that I could remember and know, because it became a lot. And that does it for this tour. It's August 1st and the garden is starting to explode. So I'm excited for next week's tour and all the food I'm gonna get, because the tomatoes have started coming off And I'm about to go pull the carrots, the beets, and I think the onions. So until next time, bye.